Okay, it looks like we are live. I got all channels open today. And as always, InShalla and Ashe. Blessings to you. Super excited to be here. Um, Hi, Buchanan 46. So, for those of you, are you ever curious about the world of energy and what this even looks like? Vibration, frequency, there's all this talk about it, right? And we're literally in it right now. We're having this cosmic blip or light show that it really feels forward to the future in our everyday reality, and I could give you diagrams and words, and for me, words really just put a label on what we see in our third eye or even our spiritual center. And I created a few live shows during the experience of 2020. And yes, we are literally still in the shift show. But when we start to play in the world of energy, I think we kind of get this excitement, and then we step away and we question if this is real or if this is not. And, it gets confusing at first. And I literally prefer rituals, meditation, and real community to share, mostly with like-minded people that, I might sound a bit woo-woo or crazy, but they're also experiencing the same thing that I might be experiencing. And if you haven't checked out my YouTube channel, I've actually been doing daily snippets about the energy of the day. I try to keep them down to 10 minutes to just give you insights. The elements, the cosmos, angels, and all the things. And when you start to play with energy, that's kind of where this all, when you really start playing with it, you can lean into the past, you can lean into the present, you can even move into the future. And there's different ways that we can all do this. I mean, just exploring the ways that we can, it's super fun. And for me, it really just opens us up to our own personal genius, our story to live, the life really that we're meant to live. And getting all the cosmic debris off is literally the first thing. But it's a ladder into this world of the energy world. For me, it's like a movie where you might start off as a stagehand and turn into one of the fill-in actors or actresses, and then you're like the main character, which honestly, really, I think we're all in our own movie. We're all our own essence, our own star, our own Stargate, just playing our main role in our own personal movie. So, it's kind of like, where are you at right now in your own personal movie? Like, are you the actor? Are you the stagehand? Are you in the back screen? Are you developing the set? And I created guided meditations. For most people, just, I prefer just to listen. Like, getting on camera is kind of awkward for me. And finally, I got the its. Even visuals for people that are visuals, and even knowers. A lot of knowers out there where you just know something. Like when, just something really just pops out and you can write it on a piece of paper and you get that crazy gut sense. And for me, just guided meditations or hearing a voice, preferably a light worker, other spiritual being, kind of light. It's just an authentic way to really just climb into our skin. And, the first one I really did was a custom one. It's called the Buttercup Meditation. But once you really start to play with your own energy and understanding the flow, it really is like riding a bike, and it really just becomes a part of our everyday reality. And I sense that it really is the first part to climbing into your skin. But what I find is really a lot of people during the Earth journey and Earth school, climbing into their skin, of what their parents believe life should be, a mentor, a teacher, a partner, a boss. We all have different ideas of what that looks like, but truly climbing into your skin is being authentic to your own journey, where the spirit and the soul both merge, and just creating different energetic tools, that you can use to really just climb into your skin. And more importantly, create that awareness, and how does this apply to my life and my day-to-day reality? Or energy and essence is a flow of a cause and effect, and every aspect creates an outcome, and the outcome could be for better or literally for worse. And, just being present in your body and getting in the flow. So these are just a few things that I go through in the intermediate stage of my club of energetic teaching tools. But the first thing that I always like to explore is energy awareness. And, what is this thing called energy? What is it really all about? And just understanding energy as knowing it's a spiritual gift, whether it's through your senses, your cosmic corridor, your ancestor lineage, or a timeline, maybe where you told God you'd do a certain thing in this lifetime, or co-creator, whatever you want to call that. But utilizing with practice all of your spiritual gifts and just really taking in consciousness as an energy into our beingness, you can really transform physical things into non-physical, and also vice versa. From our thoughts, our feelings, our emotions, even our intentions or innovations, beliefs, and really it's a galactic corridor. It's never ending. So it's really just moving through this ladder of this thing called life, and really just merging and actually releasing, actually is more importantly, the ones that really authentically don't even resonate within our beingness. So I sense that we're actually on the cusp of our being, our spiritual awareness, really doing this, just cascading, kind of like a waterfall, Niagara Falls kind of thing. But the idea, when I use the word healing, it's a pretty general word that, it means it's a broad scape of awareness. There's a variety of different aspects to healing. And sometimes I don't even like the word healing because of that, because it's so much more. It's vast, right? And most of us really, we don't even listen to our bodies. We have this energetic alert system that we don't even listen to until chaos has literally hit a riverbed. The riverbed could be a dry riverbed, a flowing riverbed, a dirty, mucky riverbed. I mean, there's just a variety of, but they all carry different energies and different awarenesses. Whether, it's a pain in our body, an emotional upset, a breakup, it's just definitely a challenge to really just stay in the positive network flow. And oftentimes, we see this today with all the eruptions on the earth plane, whether it's a person or a nature, like nature buildings crashing, erupting, the ocean catches on fire. Those are all different states of conscious awareness, where when you flow into that awareness with a different perception, it opens up an entire different corridor, and with all this happening, obviously we're not just on our side as the earth plane. The earth is really on its side. It's like a cosmic blip, but we're really in a wave of change. And for me, I really feel like it's good news, even with the 2020 experience. How many of you eat better? Or maybe you realized that you were doing, what you were doing was just to create money, and it really wasn't in alignment with your inner genius. So your story shifted, hopefully to get you on your life path, right? It's kind of like our star code with the greater galactic universe, and just climbing into our skin and getting out of our head and into our heart and all these bubbly, juicy things. Or I've pulled people out of their toe. That's like lower matter dimension stuff of the earth grid, and having muddled energy is kind of a good thing, because it wakes us up. And people who are in their flow are literally, they're in their skin. And really, it doesn't matter what that looks like, because energetically, we are all uniquely individual spirits having an earthling experience that we kind of take back out into the galactic core, the center, God universe, whatever, again, you want to call it. But literally cleaning up our energetic field is really kind of an outside job. I tend to work from the outer field in and the inner field out to move the energies. And the cosmic debris, the energetic hiccups, that's what I call them, or sometimes they're trivial pursuits, in the scheme of the grand scheme. But they can all come, but, they come out sometimes all at once, and some people can handle that, some people can't. But once you start utilizing more of your energetic body with your earthly beingness, your vessel, that's truly when the merge is on. And you might feel like you're an ascended master, and then you hiccup out of it. It like jolt you back out. And then you can actually literally dive in deep again, like you're going off the diving board. But the first stage of the energy body demystified is really all about energetic awareness and what healing is, or maybe it can be, whether it's relationships, environments, just truly climbing into your skin, your authentic self. And oftentimes we put all the chaos that we are sensing and feeling and tasting, it's all these things, we shove all the shift under the rug. And often, people say they're fine, but energetically, that's really, for me, it's an alert signal that we are really having a hard time being vulnerable and being authentic and healing from experiences that truly stop us in our tracks due to them being a wound, a trauma, or something, we really need to pour more forgiveness into and have, a different perspective. Look through a different set of eyes. I like to, I know some people call rose-colored glasses, but I like to look through the perspective and the eyes of the greater universe and actually merge the body-mind parameters together. That's kind of how I see that. So this first aspect in this, I call them stages because everything to me is like a movie on the stage and who you are in the game of life. But stage one truly is about climbing into our skin and being authentic to who our genius truly is, and merging both of those worlds and a variety of the realms. I always have a meditation to assist and, take notes, because this truly is your journey of your soul story, your prime directive, along with your spirit in essence. And it's about you being authentic, being who you are, and living a higher frequency vibrational life as an energy being with freedom. And what is freedom to you? And love again. And, love, we all have a unique love channel. We're not the same. So I truly hope that you see or you collaborate in the corridor of my club for the Energy Body Demystified. It's my virtual healing venue. If you want to hear more about this, seriously, please comment, share, and like. And also, let me know how you climb into your skin. My ways might not always be the highway, but any way I can assist is kind of what I do. And my Buttercup meditation was actually designed for somebody who's very special in my life, but it's a life-changing, altering meditation that I created. And anybody who, it really is the shift. Just listening to it. You don't have to do it in the morning, the afternoon, midnight, whatever. But it's a recalibration of every energetic center in your beingness, even your transcendent centers, because we have centers outside of us too. And I correlate all those centers out to the galaxy, and more importantly, with the slower moving planets that are transitioning out in the corridor. But I just wanted to jump on and muse a little bit about stage one of the Energy Body Demystified. If you're curious about collaborating your awareness with like-minded people, be sure to join me for that. Again, it's in my venue. It's in my musing club. But as always, thanks for musing with me today. I'll see you next week. I'm going to share some insight into stage two, because I also bring in the shamanic aspects of healing and what that looks like, how a shaman, indigenous technologies, which are very important to me. And we all actually have a technology that's useful for each one of us, because honestly, we'd all be pretty boring if we all had the same intuitive gifts, right? And saw light and love and the same prime directive and what that all looks like. But thanks for joining me today. InShalla. Ashe, as always, blessings to you. And I'll see you on the other side. Thanks for hopping on.